You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411, featuring the week's roundup of fashion news. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411.
Hello, everyone. What happened to our theme music? Did we ever... Here it is.
Yay! Fashion.
All right. Just gets everything like ready to go. Gets you pumped up. Ready to talk fashion. Don't be shy, you guys.
Someone has to vote. Who's going to vote?
All right. Okay, so that's our theme song. Hello, everyone. If you're tuning in right now, this is Fashion 411 on Black Hollywood Live, so it must mean that it's Friday.
Fashion Friday.
Fashion Friday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have not one, but we have two special guests in the studio with us today. Very excited to have them with us. But before we get started and introduce everybody, I'd love for all of us to go around the table and just say who we are. I'll start with Erika.
I'm the regular here. I am your host, Erika Garcia-Rojas, and I am your go-to girl for all things business and fashion.
And I'm your host, Diona Vaughn, and I am your go-to girl for all things fashion and beauty on a budget. That's my thing. And Courtney's not with us today. She's doing some fabulous things in Las Vegas, so she had to miss out today. But let's introduce our fabulous guest today. We have Angel Jordan. And Angel, why don't you tell our fans a little bit about yourself?
I am the creative director and creator of KisForKinky.com. It is a beauty and lifestyle site that celebrates all things fabulous. So
love it.
Yeah.
And I wish everybody could see your fabulous do in the studio. It looks fantastic.
Thank
I
you.
love
Solid
it.
3 inches, I think.
But you know, I did this at the red light. So I had like 3 red lights. So I did 1 pin, second red light, second pin, third red light, third
Oh
pin.
my
And I was like,
God.
whatever I get is what my hair is going to be.
Wow. So you're not texting, you're actually doing your hair.
I'm being more safe. I'm doing my hair at the red
You're
light.
doing your hair, and I'm putting on my eyelashes.
The fact that you can put on lashes in the car
I can.
kills me.
Yeah, I stabbed my eye out.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
I do lashes.
And then Nikia Phoenix, the lovely freckled-faced lady sitting next to me. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Nikia Phoenix. I'm a model and blogger, and my blog is called Model Liberation, but I'm also a contributor to K's for Kinky.
Nice. Well, we're going to get to know a little bit more about you guys a little deeper into the show, but let's get started. I want to remind you guys, make sure you find us on iTunes. We are the #1 fashion podcast on iTunes, right? Woohoo! And that's because of you guys. So please make sure to download our show. It's free. Make your comments. We love to hear what you have to say. You can also check us out on YouTube if you want to see what everybody looks like in the studio. You can see Erika's lashes. You can see Angel's hair. You can see everything that's going
Diona's
on.
ombre.
My new ombre look for the summer. So if you guys want to, curious about what we actually look like. And then we also post a lot of our pictures on Instagram. So you can follow us at BHL Fashion 411. So the show doesn't end in the studio. Keeps going. All right. So, you guys, I like to share with you like trends and what's happening and where to shop. Well, now since we are deep officially into the summer, I just wanted to share with everybody like 6 summer must-have things that like every lady can have, and it doesn't matter what size you are or how tall you are, or how short you are, but these are just like 6 key things I think that every woman should probably have in their closet for the summer. First up, we have a maxi dress. So it's kind of funny. I was in a maxi dress moment, like where I loved wearing them, but then I kind of got annoyed with them just because of the length of the dress.
dragging.
You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
dragging. But if you put on the right shoe with it, which is normally for me a wedge, you can make it work. So maxi dress, definitely a must-have item. It's available at every single price point, color, print, fabric. I would have to say I would recommend either like a light cotton or a chiffon, and they're actually on sale at Old Navy this week for $22. I bought basically an ombre maxi dress. You'd never believe in a million years it came from Old Navy. It's like shades of blue and it's $22.
Oh, wow.
Comes in size extra small to like 3X, so it's a little bit for everybody. Next up for my 6 must-have summer pieces are a pair of dressy shorts. Now, if you guys are following along in the pictures, there's a pair of these asymmetrical, it almost looks like a skirt, and that's pretty popular. Like, I don't know, you guys seeing this style all over the place. It's cute because it kind of looks like a short or a skirt, but it's actually a pair of shorts, skirt, whatever you want to call it. But it's super cute because it's also a little dressy. So, you know, if you want to throw on like a strappy sandal with it, you can, you know, dress it up or dress it down with a denim jacket or a nice shirt. But immediately, like, you can go, you know, you can be shopping around or you can go to some kind of event or whatever with it. So a pair of dressy shorts, that should be in your arsenal. Next is a stacked heel sandal. These things are everywhere, from every price point, every brand. You can find them at Bloomingdale's, from Dolce Vita, you know, you can get them at Forever 21, whatever your price point. But I feel like it's, to me, like, I've got flat feet.
So do I.
So it's really hard for me to wear heels, but this is the one style that it's a little easier for me to wear because it's stacked, so it doesn't feel like
you don't have all your weight on that thin thin stick, so it balances things out, and I can last all day in these.
I know, it balances everything out. They look great. They're open toe. They come in all different kinds of colors and shapes or whatever. And another thing I wanted you guys to keep in mind of, I've been doing a lot of shopping lately, like on Ideally. You know, like those fashion flash sites.
I'm addicted to that.
Oh my God, I'm addicted. Like the stuff that you can find, like myhabit.com, Ideally. Like I've been just lately shopping a lot from those places and just getting a lot of like great steals. You find the same things that you find at like Bloomies or whatever, and it's so much cheaper. But it's one of those things you have to like get it within like 2 days or 3 days, and then it's gone.
Yeah, so. And make sure you tell your friends because you get a referral bonus if they buy.
Right.
So I end up with all these credits. It's like, oh, you have someone just bought, so your credits went up. You have $75. I'm like, what do I spend my free money on?
No, I'm loving those sites lately. Number 4 must-have piece is, you know, a nice go-to hat. This just happens to be like a nice floppy hat, and this one is felt, but everybody's wearing hats, and you can wear them for different reasons. If you're having a bad hair day, if you need to cover up, you know, with a little SPF, you know, you don't want the sun hitting you, all that. But hats are everywhere. Fedoras,
Panama hats.
I'm a big all fan that of stuff is hats. Back. You know, whether it's straw, felt, like people are just doing the hat thing this summer, and it's just like one of those pieces, you know, need to have it tucked away in your wardrobe. And then finally, my last 2 must-have pieces. A statement print. Everybody needs like some funky, fun, Aztec, lots of colors, geometric shapes. This dress right here that's in the picture is actually Mara Hoffman.
I love
Have
you seen
stuff.
the swimsuits?
Oh my God. But
amazing.
Mara Hoffman's not cheap though.
Nope.
No, it's not.
But you can find her on sale.
Yes, you can. You can. And it's just like, it's one of those pieces where you will just stand out in a crowd. You know, you can dress it up, even like a casual dress like this. You throw in some heels and like a nice necklace, and suddenly like you're ready to go to, you know, a fancy event. But love, 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 love a bold print. And whether it's a dress or a skirt or a top, that's just like big idea for the summer. And then finally, of course, since it's summer whites. So whether you're rocking a pair of jeans or a t-shirt, or you want to do the whole thing, you got to get your summer whites. So, and it's funny because now I'm on the hunt for a pair of white jeans. I cannot find the right.
JCPenney.
Which brand?
The ones that I had on, remember?
That's true. She had on some
JCPenney
killer
brand?
jeans.
She
got them from JCPenney
last
minute, and they fit perfectly.
Amazing.
Wow.
They have skinny. And they were flared leg. They're the perfect, you know, the flare that fits right and it flares out just perfectly at the bottom.
Oh, like a little boot cut.
Yes, I love JCPenney, and I have found a new place to shop. Like, it's the new Target.
Oh, I know. They've got amazing
crazy
stuff. And their furniture, too. Like, they've got the Jonathan Adler line of furniture.
What?
They've got it's called Happy Chic. It's by Jonathan. It's Jonathan Adler for JCPenney. And everything is on clearance.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I have been buying
I want a
JCPenney
bed from there.
furniture for years, and you can get some.
I bought a bed from them
amazing
years ago, but I kind of, you know, it kind of fell off with the whole problem with the stock and all that stuff, and the firing of the. So I kind of was like, oh, you know, they lost their appeal, and just I would say last year I just would cut through the mall. I would park by JCPenney, and I never really paid attention to the clothes. And then one day I stopped, and I was like, get a new buyer or something because their
Things have
stuff is
changed.
looking. You were talking about prints. I just sent Nikia. I was there last night looking for my outfit, and they had these awesome print flared leg pants. Tons of prints in JCPenney, Target as well. They're doing those similar to the Mara Hoffman thing. You know, they're really good to find kind of similar pieces when you can't afford the higher end pieces. But JCPenney is like that secret place to go get your clothes, and no one will ever guess that. So white
It's not
pants.
going to be a secret anymore.
Yes, it's amazing, and they sell. They have a Levi's shop too. So,
yeah, they do, yeah.
they have that.
And Joe Fresh.
And Joe Fresh, yes, exactly.
And
So I was gonna say they
Sephora.
sell white jeans
right,
from
Sephora.
Joe Fresh, and I don't know the name of the brand, but I had those pants when I walked in the first. She was like, "Where did you get those pants? They're amazing," and you would never
Why?
guess JCPenney.
All right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
And they're available all over the Midwest. All right, that's it.
Oh, and they
for
have
me.
coupons. Always
that's
look for the
right.
coupons,
Right.
Yeah.
We
so
love
even
a
if it's on
coupon.
sale, you can get an additional,
10 or
10 or 20%
15%
off, right?
Nice. All right, well, that's it for me. What's going on with a little style
All
scoop?
right, guys, I have got your style scoop for this week, the week of June 20th. First up, continuing with more Kanye and Kim K news on their wedding. So they're back on their honeymoon, and the first order of business, clearing up exactly what went down at his wedding, especially when it came to photographer Annie Leibovitz. The famous photographer, according to Kanye, snubbed him and Kim by pulling out of shooting the wedding one day before the big event. She was afraid of celebrity, West explained. So what did he do? Well, supposedly he spent 4 days photoshopping the photos himself so that they would look like Annie shot it. Clearly, he did something right, as the photo is now the most liked photo on Instagram with more than 1.293 million likes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, okay. First of all, I thought we could finally stop talking about this couple, but there's something every
There's
single
something every week. There's just something. Gotta talk about.
All right. Here's my question. Do you think it was wrong of her to pull out at the last minute?
I'm sure there's a reason why she pulled out. Like, of course it's wrong to pull out at
Yeah.
the last minute. Like,
Yeah.
that's horrible. But I'm thinking, why would she pull out?
And
Like,
I'm hoping the excuse of too much celebrity. She's a celebrity photographer.
but
She already
So-
knew their status. Like
Exactly.
the
So
Vogue
that's-
magazine.
I guarantee
like she already
there
knew
is
that,
more to the story. There's got to be
Hopefully.
way more
There's
to the
celebrities
story.
big,
There was
so,
probably
yeah.
something where she said, I'll photograph your wedding, but blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay. Day before the wedding, she finds out her terms maybe were not agreed on.
But there's got to
and-
be contracts. If you're
I
if
would
you're a big
think.
celebrity
This is
photographer like Annie
That's written,
Leibovitz,
yeah.
and you're photographing Kanye and Kim, you're going to have a contract.
But see, I would almost imagine the contract was them for her. So what if they said, oops, don't need you, she still gets paid, but I wonder if it works the other way.
I'm sure
You
it
know what
works
I
the other
mean?
way. Yeah, there's
Interesting.
got to be a lot more to the story, because then how did they get a last minute photographer? Who was the last minute photographer?
that's
Did
true.
Annie set him up with a last minute photographer, or was it someone that
Yeah,
they found on their own?
that's true.
Like, I don't
That's a
know.
good point.
All right, so up next, Project Runway alum Christian Siriano is one of the more successful names to come from the show. Siriano has already announced a judging role on a new Lifetime fashion competition and is now announcing a fragrance. He says, quote, "We've been working on it for the past year. We wanted it to be for every woman, and we wanted it to feel like luxury while still being attainable. That was important. No word on dates yet, but it will be available exclusively at Neiman Marcus."
Wow.
I really wonder what that's going to smell like.
All right. So, who is next in the world of celebrity children's modeling? Well, Rafferty Law, the son of Jude Law. Rafferty walked for DKNY at their upcoming show, at their show during London Collections Men. It wasn't his first job, though, having appeared in an editorial for British Vogue and a film for Tiger of Sweden before. The young, handsome model looks a lot like his very handsome dad.
How old is he?
He does.
I don't know, but he looks really young.
Yeah. I was
Yeah, he
wondering.
looks, for those of you listening on iTunes, he looks a lot like Jude Law.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
Does anyone know who his mother is?
It's Sadie.
Yeah,
Frost?
exactly.
Sadie
Yeah.
Frost?
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks.
Before he started cheating and getting around.
Yeah, but this kid looks like
He's so handsome.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
How old is he?
I don't know. He's
How
probably
old can you? You're the model. How old do you have to be to model?
There's no, and you're,
There's
there's no age.
Yeah, you could
Oh.
be 14,
2, 3,
13.
and yeah.
He
maybe
looks
he's like
he's
about
at
14, yeah, 14,
15.
Yeah, because he still has his little baby
Baby
cheeks.
face,
So.
Yeah, he is going to grow up to be super hot. All right. So up next, we've got a new Aaliyah Movie. Disney princess and sharp dresser Zendaya is slated to play Aaliyah in a made-for-TV movie produced by Lifetime. Tentatively titled Aaliyah, Princess of R&B, the movie will follow her from her early successes all the way up to her untimely death in 2001. Zendaya will re-record 4 of her songs, and Zendaya says, quote, "She's been an inspiration and influence in my whole career. Her talent still shines brighter than ever. All I want to do is honor her, show how much she accomplished in only 22 years. She's beautiful inside, and there will never be anyone else. There will never be another Aaliyah. I just hope to share her beautiful story and make her proud up in heaven."
Apparently, her parents, the network, Lifetime, never approached her family. And there's a big kind of controversy going. And now the parents are potentially threatening not to release her music for this because her parents thought, well, Aaliyah should be on the big screen. You know, they didn't like the idea that it was TV that came knocking, that they think that she should be on the big screen. So that's kind of to be continued.
And it is crazy how they can actually make a story about somebody without getting some kind of rights or something.
But why do you need it? She was a public figure, so you can pull you can pull her life story, you can pull information, pictures, you know. So
they just won't have the music.
Yeah, it's public domain, but yeah, you would think that they would want to use her actual music.
Because even if they have someone re-sing it, they can be sued for that.
This is true.
Yeah,
And you would think that they would want
The
the
blessing.
exactly
Yeah, I
of
would
the
think so.
family.
I would think so.
This is Aaliyah.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to Aaliyah.
Yeah,
we
we
would
all
have
did.
been about the same age.
Yeah.
So a biopic like this, it's really important that they do it right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So apparently there's like a little battle back and forth with the Lifetime network who's doing this and her family. So we shall see.
Well, up next in young fashion entrepreneur news, 10th grader Chase Sneakers Reed, who goes to school in Harlem, opened a sneaker shop with his dad from $30,000 that came from selling his own collection of 200 pairs of shoes. Now his shop, Sneaker Pond, sells sneakers like Crown Jewels for $1,400 and also offers custom painted on sneakers.
Wow.
Yeah.
that is a smart kid.
Yep.
Wow.
Isn't that
That's
insane?
pretty cool. I wish I could have checked that out when I was there. Sneaker Pond. What
That's
a great
awesome.
idea.
He's so young, too. A 10th grader? What is that?
Can you imagine when he's
14,
like
15?
older and has like gonna be like entrepreneur? It's just like amazing. That's awesome for him.
Yeah, and that's such a big subculture. I forget I was watching some kind of documentary or something about kids going to like these sneaker conventions and literally
Huge.
going like they're trading and they're buying, they're making money. It's like a big deal. It's a huge
Whenever
business.
there's a new sneaker that's being launched, there's a line around the block and on Fairfax,
Oh, I know,
even
yeah.
in New York, you'll see pictures of like the street getting shut down because all these kids want these fly sneakers. So yeah, there's definitely a market for that.
And from a business perspective, I always feel that, you know, the last 5-10 years, the barrier to entry, well, probably 5 years of starting a business is so much lower. It sounds like he had a large amount of shoes that he probably sold on eBay or online to fund his shop. He never would have been able to do that, if it like 15 years ago when I was, 12 or whatever, So just a child that's intelligent, has a sense of business or wants to do something, the ability to do something like that is just so much more available today.
Yeah.
So it's
basically he just
incredible.
needed the space and he had the inventory done.
Yeah. And it's great that his parents are supporting him.
Yeah. Yeah.
At such a young age, because it could have easily been like, no, you need to save that money to go to college. And, I'm not saying they're not doing that, but it was a great opportunity, and it was great to see for him to do that.
Yeah.
We live in such an entrepreneurial world now, like where a 14-year-old on YouTube can just turn on the video camera and
Yeah.
start
Make
making
money.
money,
Yeah.
So it's
Get
just,
millions
you're
of
right.
hits.
It's such a
So-
different world now.
It is. All right, so last but not least, Anna Wintour recently did a candid interview with Susie Menkes at Central St. Martin's, and in addition to stressing the importance of thinking with the business side of your brain, she gave some thoughts on red carpets. She said, quote, "The red carpet in the United States has become too much of a business. It's a fact that celebrities are paid to wear everything, and to me that sometimes comes across as very manufactured and not individual. I was just recently at the Tony Awards in New York, and God, they need your help. Let me tell you, it was a disaster."
It's funny that she says this because she's definitely contributed to that.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, why do we watch some of the red carpets we do now? Because we know, you know, everybody's going to be talking about these trends. These are going to end up in Vogue, or they have already been in Vogue.
Yeah,
So
she's definitely at the helm of this for sure.
Right.
You know,
I think part of her issue, though, is the fact that when stylists get involved, when designers get involved, when they're just gifting the celebrities, there's no sense of individuality. I think there's definitely celebrities out there that maintain their own individuality. They're big on dressing themselves, picking what they want. But then there's other people who are like,
They're manufactured.
whoever's going to give me the dress, I'm going to wear it. I look hot. I'm going to walk out the
and
door.
it's not
done.
really my style.
Yeah.
Well, but what is their style? They need a stylist to have style.
Yeah. But I can see what she's saying. It's kind of like lobbying the government, you know? So you become what your lobbyist is, and your lobbyist in this case is your stylist. So
This is true.
if your stylist is being paid by, you don't know if they're taking money from the designer to make sure that certain pieces hit. So there could be also some like deep-seated things where she's alluding to where, yeah, these people some people do need stylists, and then some people are a byproduct of product placement.
Yeah.
That's true.
As a whole.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very interesting. Well, speaking of modeling and beauty, it's time to get to know you ladies.
Yeah.
So, okay, I want to know, when did you get started modeling? How did it happen? Did you get spotted on the street? Like, tell us the story.
It's kind of funny because I wanted to model when I was a lot younger, when I was a teenager. And I went to one of those little modeling schools in Atlanta. I don't really recommend it. But I went to one of those little modeling schools. But afterwards, my mom said, no, you have to go to college. I wanted to go to college and model, but there was no way that was going to happen. So it took a long time after that for me to actually get my start. And I got my start here in Los Angeles modeling for alternative apparel.
So, at what point did you make the move you're from Atlanta?
I'm actually originally from South Carolina.
Oh, okay. So, when did you finally make the move out here?
About 9. It's been about 9 years actually, and I needed a change of scenery. I actually moved here to study fashion design, and once I got started here and got started modeling, studying fashion design kind of like went out the door because I was getting the hands-on training being a model.
Right.
So
How did you get involved with alternative?
I was actually at a coffee shop, and I met the then owner of Alternative Apparel, and I was wearing a vintage T-shirt, and so we started talking about T-shirts and manufacturing, and then he said that, hey, I'm shooting my catalog next week. I'd really like for you to model for me. I said, yeah, sure. I didn't really think anything of it, and then once I showed up to the actual shoot, I was like, oh wait, this is real. This is the real deal. Oh my gosh! So it kind of skyrocketed from there.
Cool. Are you tall? How tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Oh, okay. So looking at you standing up, because in the studio we're all sitting down, but
Oh, yeah, you have no sense of height.
you have no sense of
We're all
how
the
you are.
same sitting.
But for those of you listening, she's got these freckles that are incredible.
Thank you.
And it's so beautiful. But you were telling me before we started filming that you've gotten a lot of backlash about these freckles.
Girl.
Just recently, right?
Oh, actually, this morning.
This morning?
my
Yeah,
God.
I saw the...
Okay, so there was a picture of me posted on Obvious Magazine's Facebook page, just basically saying like, oh, these freckles are beautiful, it's so inspirational. And before I even woke up, the number of comments that had been deleted from the picture, negative comments, like blew me away. I got an Instagram message saying that I'd been tagged in a picture, whatever. So I look at the picture, and there's, the comment saying we had to delete a number of comments
And ban people.
Oh my God.
because of their negativity about me.
What were they saying?
Everyone has their own opinion about what's beautiful
Yeah.
and what's not, but you don't have to voice that to everybody for the whole world to see. That's my issue with it. If you have your opinion, that's all fine and dandy. You're not a fan of freckles, that's fine. I can't help the way that I look.
Yeah.
It's not like I walk out on the street like, oh yeah, let me show off my freckles.
Yeah.
They're here. There's nothing I can do about it. I can try
Yeah.
to cover them up with makeup, but then my face is going to look weird and really muddy. It's not me.
Is that the first time you ever got that kind of a backlash on you? No.
Oh no,
So you've been dealing
it's
with
been
it?
happening a lot recently. I guess
Really?
because people feel like they can hide behind a computer screen and say whatever they want to say.
I agree with you. Yeah, that's part of it.
It's so
Yeah.
rude.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't walk up to someone else on the street and say, I don't like those freckles on your face.
Yeah.
No, and they say that's not just, obviously celebrities have always had that. They put themselves in the public opinion, and everyone has their opinion about that particular celebrity. But then there's always this new level of celebrity in a way, of bloggers and Instagrammers and YouTubers that are putting themselves out there, and they're a little more normal in a way, but they're getting that same crazy amount of negativity. And it would be something that would be hard to do with, I think, after a while.
Yeah.
I think there's a way to. I do agree with you. You do need a thick skin, but I also think there's a way to be to say something and be constructive without being critical. There's a difference.
Yeah.
And saying, I don't like that dress is one thing, because you may not like the dress, but saying you look stupid in that dress is a whole different level of that's criticism.
Yeah.
It's not constructive, and it's not an opinion. At that point, you're being really mean.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So. And this is a part of who you are. So for someone to mock that, to make fun of it,
to try and tear it down,
like, what do you can't erase them. Like, this is you, you know. And if you don't like it, then just shut up.
Be quiet.
You know?
But it goes to the what's it saying? Hurting people hurt people.
Yes.
And I think that has a lot to do with it.
I think the internet has given those people that are unhappy, that have anger or hurt inside, as a way to lash out anonymously
And be heard, because maybe they don't feel like they're heard.
Exactly, and be heard, and that's their power. And so people take advantage of it, and that's what they do. But I think in a way you just have to kind of let it roll off your back.
Well, you guys are kind of in the public eye. Do you ever get really critical comments?
I mean, I used to have a YouTube show, and people would write some
they're
nasty
gangster
shit.
on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
they go in.
Oh yeah,
they bring
they
out
do.
the big guns.
YouTube is interesting because
yeah.
I feel so much more than any other medium that the people out there feel the right to be very critical.
On YouTube, all the mean people, like, let's meet on YouTube and just troll people and leave nasty comments.
I had, because I did like this series of, it was called the Stylish Finds, where I'd interview different celebrities and offer deals and stuff. Just nothing to warrant the comments that I was getting. Some of the comments were awful. I got called the N-word sometimes. People were nasty.
Like, what does that have to do with fashion?
Exactly. Yeah. You should put on a girdle. I had nastiness. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You get everything.
Yeah, you get everything. So.
Well, so you, Angel, you have a blog.
Yes.
So let's switch gears a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your blog and what it's all about and how you got started doing that.
Well, KS for Kinky is actually now a blogazine, but it started as a blog.
So what is the difference between a blog and a blogazine? Maybe clarify that.
A blog is more personal, first person. This is what I did today. This is what I wore today. This is what I cooked today. And there are many voices. As Nikia mentioned, she's our senior contributor. We have other writers as well. And we don't just focus on my life. Actually, I'm kind of in the background as the editor. So it's really about celebrating women as a whole. And so it's a collective of voices. And because of that, we present the information editorially like a magazine. So we do our own photo shoots, our own video shoots. We interview experts, the same kind of things you would find in a magazine, but it's just online. It's digital.
That's great.
Nice.
How did you get started in that?
It actually, KS for Kinky was it was a journal for me to limit about my hair. I went natural, meaning I grew out my relaxer, and I did not know what I was doing. I was all excited about it. You know, I was like, I'm going to go natural, and I'm going to have this fabulous hair, which I feel like I have now. But at the time when I first cut off my relaxer, I did not know what I was doing. And there were websites or blogs where women were talking about being natural, but no one really had kinky hair. Really, my hair is also fine and very tangly. It's not very coarse. It's more so fine. But there are women who have hair like me that's coarse and kinky, but there were many voices, and there was a couple of websites, but I found them kind of angry. And I wanted to find a site where I could talk about what it meant to be natural and finding your beauty in that, because sometimes when you cut your hair off as an African American woman, you can go through shock, and I almost did. I went through a process of like, wow, I have to go back and kind of accept myself the way that God made me. And it seems so simple, but it wasn't.
Because we associate our hair with our identity and the concept of beauty. Yeah.
Right. And no one was talking about that. It was like, you'll go natural and you'll be happy. And I felt like I was a traitor to myself. And no one was saying that this was going to possibly be a struggle, and it was for me. So I started KS for Kinky, kinky being my hair, KS for Kinky, as a journal to talk about, I tried this product, it didn't work. long story short, over time, I realized my beauty wasn't defined by my hair. I defined my beauty. And when that clicked in my head, I was like, oh, I have to share this. I have to share this with everybody. You know, this is yeah. And so it kind of went from, you know, this is the best shampoo, or I got a comb stuck in my head and I got mad and cried, to, you know, this is how my journey worked, and maybe this will help you. And it was almost overnight. I had, you know, 500 followers and 1,000 and then 500. Like, it just kind of just skyrocketed.
Wow.
Because it was a conversation that no one was having. So I kind of hit a nerve, I think, that people wanted to talk about that. And even today, it's something that we still do. We don't just focus on hair. We talk about the latest trends in fashion and makeup and hair and beauty, because at the end of the day, every woman, despite her background or race, wants to feel beautiful from head to toe. So you can have the most fabulous outfit, but if your hair isn't done, you will not want to leave the house.
Exactly.
If your hair's done and your outfit's off, you're like, I'm not leaving the house. So it's a full package. And we celebrate womanhood as not just a physical thing. We talk about cultural issues and issues about being women. Like, we talk about sex, we talk about periods, we talk about relationships, we talk about financial, managing your money and things like that. So it's a full lifestyle blogazine.
How long has it been around for?
I started as lamenting in 2008, and then I stopped because I was like, I'm over this. And then when I had my epiphany, I jumped back online. I had just moved back to LA. I just moved to LA in 2010. So I really consider 2010 where the birth of KS for Kinky. The real reason it came to me in the first place is 2010. Because before it was just like, I hate my hair. The comb got stuck. This shampoo doesn't work. So yeah.
Nice. Now I'm familiar with a lot of the different, like, the black, what is it? Black long girl hair.
Black girl long hair.
Yeah, black girl long hair. Like a lot of those. As a community, do you know a lot of these different bloggers and, you know, people in the natural hair care community?
Because I'm on the West Coast, I don't get to meet them in person a lot.
Okay.
But Nikia is actually talks to Layla. Her name is Layla, the woman who runs Black Girl Long Hair. I love that site. It's a great site. I used to contribute to Curly Nikki, which is another
I know that
big
one.
natural hair website. And I'm also friends with Patrice, who is Afro Bella.
Yep.
So I do know some of the bigger players in natural hair, and I know some of the up-and-comers as well. I try to communicate with as many people as possible because there's so much information that's out there, and there's so much that we can all share. We all have different perspectives, and I would love, you know, I love it that everybody has a voice and everybody has their own platform. So yeah, I do, not as much as I'd like to, because we're kind of lone wolves out here. Most people are on the East Coast. Like most of my readers are even East Coast based. But I definitely have started to network with more natural hair people in LA as well. So there's LA Curly Girls, which is a great meetup group for natural hair women in LA. And I'm friends with the owner, the creator of LA Curly Girls. Her name is Lydia. And then there are a couple other bloggers out here, but really there aren't many, most of the natural hair and black beauty bloggers, even just black beauty bloggers, are East Coast
Got
based.
it. Got it. Now, talk to us about this documentary, She.
Here we go.
Our short film.
Yes.
Well, Nikia and I and my DP, her name is Paris McCoy, we're always talking about things related to women, just because of what we do. Nikia has Model Liberation, and her site, it's not just about being a model, it's in many ways just about being a woman. And she talks about the bullying and family issues. And, you know, she did a great article a few years ago about coming into your own when you do look different and you feel different. And that doesn't just mean freckles. It can mean if you're plus size or if you're short or, you know, really tall. And so I had an idea to shoot something that was a little sexy. And I wanted to have it where the woman in the film, I knew it had to be a woman, wasn't your typical long hair, you know, flowy blonde locks look. I wanted to get someone that kind of went against the grain.
Right. We didn't want it to look like a Victoria's Secret ad.
Right. Exactly. Perfect. That's the best way to describe it. And so I'm very lucky that Nikia is my friend and that she'll do some work for me for barter. I buy her lunch and she models for me. And so I had an idea. Women's History Month was coming up and we wanted to do something fun. And so I said, at first it started off as like, let's do a lingerie kind of photo shoot. And then it kind of evolved once we started talking about it, and I had these ideas in my head of celebrating Black womanhood in a way that we own our own sexuality. It's okay to be sexy. It's okay to want sex. It's okay to receive it. It's okay to talk about it, to think about it. And how to make that visual, how to turn that thought into something visual. So, and I still wanted to do a lingerie film. We all did. So we went and styled it and put everything together ourselves, and had a great makeup artist come in. Our name is Lindsay, and do some makeup, and we shot in 5 hours, I think.
Oh, wow.
We had a lot of fun that day.
We did.
We were playing a lot of Jodeci, a lot of 90s R&B, and there's some behind-the-scenes things where I'm dancing in the hallway in the film, but there's a lot of behind-the-scenes where it's all of us dancing and singing, and I'm half naked, you know.
Just a typical day in
It's just a
photo
typical day at
shoot.
Nikia's house,
Yeah.
But it really was just about celebrating Black womanhood. You know, there had just been so many conversations about Beyonce and her album release and being too sexy, and she's a mom and she can't do this, and you know, who owns her sexuality? Why is that even a question? The answer is she does.
She does, yeah.
The answer is she does. And it's interesting because K is for kinky is an interesting name. People always ask me, well, what does that mean? And sometimes when I tell people it's about Black women, they go, oh, it's sexy Black women. It's like they can't even think past that.
Oh.
Instantly, if you hear kinky, oh, it must be about kinky Black women.
Got it.
Yeah.
They don't even
It
think
doesn't-
about hair. They think about sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Immediately, it's this thing that comes to pass, like Black women's sexuality. We've been culturally over-sexualized in the media forever, and so it's always I wouldn't say surprising anymore. I think I've gotten past surprising. I still come across people who can't wrap their head around the fact that, you know, we are sexual beings, we own our sexuality, and it's okay if we express that. And we don't have to make apologies to you because we're doing it. We don't even have to rationalize why we're doing it. And if we want to do it in the way we want to, you know, it's our prerogative. And so that was kind of the undercurrent of what we were shooting. Basically saying it's okay to be sexy, it's okay to be beautiful, and you are a beautiful woman if you have kinky hair. You know, a kid has really short kinky hair, also the kind of hair that isn't celebrated. So that even worked even better for us. You know, she has a very unique look, and she grew up being picked on a lot for how she looked, and so I wanted it to be something that I felt women could relate to, and it's been something that I've gotten a lot of. I was very nervous putting it out. I think we all were, you know, but we've gotten so many positive responses.
That's wonderful. We actually were going to make sure for you guys listening, add a link to she on blackhollywoodlive.com. So if you guys want to check it out, you can find it there as well. So it's time. I wish we had more time to talk to you guys.
too.
Because
We gotta bring you guys back.
we got to, just phenomenal. But this is time for one of our favorite segments on Fashion 411. We like to call it Hot or Hot Mess.
Hot or hot mess.
So we just throw some pictures up, go around the room, and see what happens. Let's
so
go.
Up first, we've got, speaking of Beyonce, she's here in New York City at the Raisin in the Sun. I don't know if it was a premiere or a showing, wearing Gucci pink, orange, gold lame printed pantsuit. They kind of look like pajamas.
I was going to ask, is this the pajama trend, or I wasn't sure.
I almost feel like one or the other, but not together, because it does. It looks like
Pajamas,
silk PJs.
yeah.
And
I wish I could see the front. I think I would.
Yeah.
If is it open? Because like if maybe if she has it
she's
open,
showing a
it's-
little
Yeah,
cleavage.
cleavage, and that kind of almost changes it. You know, if I could see the front. And then see how fitted it is, because your body's kind of turned. So if it's like really fitted and pleated, and in the right places tucked, maybe. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I don't know either.
yeah, from this
Hard to
angle, it's
tell.
definitely a hot mess for me. From this angle.
It's never a hot mess if it's Beyonce.
Well, she doesn't always get it right.
Has she ever been a hot mess? That you can just recall off the top of your head?
Like, really hot mess.
No,
Well,
she
if I
usually
had
does pretty
to
good.
say who's on here a lot, who pops up for us, would be Rita Ora. Rita Ora
She's a hot
is
mess.
she's always a hot mess. She
Yeah.
can just never seem to consistently get anything. She'll have her moments, but
Yeah,
for
she's
the
a hot
most part.
mess.
But yeah, Beyonce.
Beyonce's not in that category.
Yeah.
All right, so up next, we've got Gabrielle Union. She's here at the What Would Happen live appearance. She's wearing a pattern mix. It's a blue-gray checkered crop top, floral printed full. Oh, no, actually, I think
something else. There we go. There we go.
floral printed full skirt and a black strappy sandal. So she's going with kind of a mix
Mixed prints.
patterns kind of.
love
I
this.
love it.
I
It's
love
so
it too.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Crop tops, full-length skirts, prints, definitely in for the summer. So I think she's rocking it. That's hot.
Yeah.
I love mixing prints like that. It's
Yes.
fun. It's a little risky, and I think some people just don't know how to do it. But I love that she's got a geometric on the top and floral on the bottom. Love it.
Yeah, the whole outfit is super cute.
She's so cute.
Mixing prints is hard to do, and I think she
is.
did it perfectly with
Yeah.
the keeping the big print on the bottom and then having the small little checkered and the same
Yep.
color family. So, and I like the silhouette of her outfit too, like you said, the crop top and the full skirt, super
Yep.
cute.
Super
So,
cute.
all right, so up next we've got Eva Longoria. She's in a short sleeve ruffled leather dress and strappy heels. Strappy heels.
Oh, this is even longer. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
That is so cute. It looks super hot.
But it doesn't fit her right.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I, don't
I was
like
gonna say
it.
it's not a
Yeah.
good fit, but the dress is cute though.
Yeah, it seems ill-fitting. Is it leather?
It's leather.
Is she in LA
Okay.
with a leather dress on right now?
Sweating up a storm.
I feel that with the dress, it's not fitted or tailored correctly, and which is unusual for Eva Longoria because she is
Yeah, she's
known
usually
to
put
be
together.
very
that.
tailored.
Yeah.
And I think for me, where it's a little off is kind of the up
shoulders,
shoulders area.
yeah.
It just looks a little off. Almost looks to me like one of those Asian type of dresses that has the high neck.
Well,
and
it's
shoulders.
very Victorian. You know, you look at the ruffles, the sleeves, they're leg of mutton sleeves. It's very Victorian, but the fit's all
It's
wrong.
off.
It needs to be two pieces in order for it to fit properly on her.
Yeah,
Just
she normally
better
gets it
tailored.
right,
She
but
does.
this time around, not so
Yeah.
much.
All right, so up next, we've got somebody who's out there a lot these days, Kendall Jenner. She's at the Much Music Awards wearing a double slit, crystal embellished Fausto Puglisi.
How old is she? Isn't she?
She's 18.
Is she
Yeah.
still in high school?
I don't know. I know she just bought a
Wow.
house too. So
That's just too much.
I think for 18 it's too much.
It's
I think it's too much. And I think it's too sexy. I think a woman could wear that, but she's 18.
I think give her a few years, like 22, 23, it would be more appropriate. But at 18, you're bordering on that, okay, you're just a child, that 18, 17, teenager. Even though, without talking about her age, I do think it's stunning.
It is.
It's a
I
stunning
agree.
dress.
Yeah,
and it fits her beautifully. Her body looks slamming. So if we're just going to talk about the fashion, I think it's gorgeous. But I don't like it on
I don't
an
like it on
18-year-old.
an 18-year-old.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't.
not
It's
appropriate.
it's sending the wrong message. And unfortunately for me, it's hard for me to get past that. I'm just
And
like,
it
what
does
is she
age
wearing?
her a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
it does.
definitely
I could
ages
see it.
her.
Yeah, I could see it on her if she was mid 20s.
Even somebody in their 30s.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Sure, 30s or 40s. This is
Yeah.
more of a mature kind of a dress. So
This is for that woman who can describe and own her sexuality. I'm not
Yeah.
saying she can't, but usually when we're that young, we're still trying to
Still
figure
figuring
everything
it
out.
Yeah.
You know, and so I feel like this dress maybe speaking for her in a way that she doesn't even realize it.
Exactly.
That's true.
true. All right. So last but not least, we've got Kerry Washington, and she's here in an orange splatter dress on a multicolored Sport Max dress with her cap-toe Christian Louboutin pumps.
I think she
She's
looks
so cute.
great.
And she looks great for just having a baby.
Yeah, she just had
2
a
months
kid.
ago, a month ago.
Yep, she just popped out a baby. And I know it's hard to see her makeup, but I saw the full picture. She just looks great. Like a nice orangey red lipstick, just simple hair. She looks
Pretty.
great.
It's a
Yeah,
nice
she's
mix
so
of
pretty.
like patterns, but still.
Yeah, it's like a pop of,
basic.
yeah, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, Kerry
And
Washington.
the low
does
cut
it.
shirt. It's really, yeah, she
does it
always
right.
does it. I think she plays it safe a lot, but it works for her. It kind of goes with her personality to be a little reserved. But this
Yeah.
is fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
We like it.
Yes.
So that's
All right, that's all I've got.
all right, guys. So I can't believe that's a full hour.
Yeah.
That's it.
That goes by so fast.
I
So
know.
fast.
It's just
It
like you
does.
talk and you listen and you have fun. You guys are definitely gonna have to come back.
Yeah,
We
we'll have to have
definitely,
you
yeah,
again.
we enjoyed having you. So let's just go around the table. Where can we find you?
You can find me at modelliberation.com or everything else at Nikia Phoenix.
Has anyone ever told you should do a book on tape?
Yeah,
Like,
your
voice
is
is
so
just
soothing.
it's
I've
very
told her she has
soothing.
a really
yeah,
great
you have a
voice.
great voice.
You have a nice voice.
Yeah.
Where can we find you?
You can find me at kisforkinky.com. That's KISFORKINKY. And at KISforkinky on Twitter and Instagram.
Lovely.
And I'm your host, Erika Garcia-Rojas. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at IamEGR.
And I'm your host, Diona Vaughn. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at It's Me, Diona V. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. We will see you next week for more fashion.
Bye.
Bye.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.
Thanks for watching Black Hollywood Live on YouTube. For more in-depth interviews and news, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion in the comment section below here. See you soon, everyone. Bye.